Let's rapid fire answer some of the top questions I get asked as a party princess, or basically anything that I post on my page. Number one, why are you changing in the street and not at home? There's so many reasons. First of all, it's dangerous and very uncomfortable to drive in most of the costumes. Most of the costumes. Some things like Rapunzel or even the Ariel ball gown is not that uncomfortable to drive in, but stuff with big ball gowns like Cinderella is very dangerous. I could trip over it on the pedals and I can't buckle the seatbelt with it on. A lot of my parties are more than 30 minutes from my house. Sometimes I'm driving over an hour to get to these events, and it would be very, very uncomfortable to have to drive in costume. Sometimes I eat and drink while I'm driving as well, and that is very, very hazardous to the costume as well. If parties are very, very close to my house, then yes, I will change our home. Another reason is sometimes I have multiple gigs in one day, so it's good to know how to change in the street. If you've only ever gotten ready at home and you've had someone to help you, it's a very different process than getting dressed in the street or getting into your costume in the street. So if I am going straight from a Rapunzel to a Cinderella and I don't have time to go home and I have to change out the event, it's good for me to be able to do that and have experience doing that. Number two, everyone asks me where my corset is from. I absolutely love my corset. It is a Dominique brand from Amazon, and there's a link for it in my bio. There's actually a link for all of my princess essentials in my bio. My wig caps, my wig band, my corset, my bloomers, my tights, a lot of my sidekicks, a lot of my supplies, also in that link. I'm constantly getting asked what my favorite princess to play is. It is honestly a tie between Rapunzel and Anna, just because they're so bubbly and fun, and I feel like I look most like them with my round face. So those are my favorite to play. However, my favorite princess growing up was Belle. I don't have her yet, but she's on her way. I have ordered her. Do I have a background in musical theater / do you have to have a performance background to be a party princess? Answer is it definitely helps. I majored in musical theater. I studied theater in New York, and I do feel like the singing skills that I learned, the training, and the acting training all really helped, especially improvisation wise. However, you can absolutely be naturally gifted at it and don't need to have a degree to do it, you know? There's still a learning curve, I would say. It's good to be with other girls on your first couple parties if you're trying to learn how to navigate a party as a princess. Do I do parties for adults or only children? I have only ever done parties for children. The oldest girl that I did a party for was a 15-year-old girl at a quinceanera. They booked like 10 princesses though, and it was a surprise for the girl, so she didn't know. Would I do adult parties? Probably. Vibes important. Most of my activities are geared for children, so it would just depend on kind of what they're looking for. Is it more of a meet and greet? Do they just want photos, me to sing a song, and then be on my way? Hell yeah. How many costumes do I have? I have 8 complete costumes right now. They are Anna, Elsa, Rapunzel, Ariel, Aurora, Cinderella, Hermione, and Glinda. I don't advertise Hermione a ton just because I'm really a princess company and Hermione is not something I super specialize in. However, every time I've done a Hermione party, they've been so fun. So I do have her ready to go just in case anyone wants a Hermione party.